What's up, what's goody, and what's poppin', Cancers? And welcome to Top Cats Collective Tarot. I am your Oracle, your intuitive tarot and Oracle reader, Top Cat. And this reading is for Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node if you happen to check for those as well. I'd like to thank you so much for being here because you could have been anywhere in the cyberspace, but you are here with me and I greatly appreciate you for that. Cancers, note that this is a general reading, so everything may or may not resonate. So chew the meat, spit out the bones, hold on to what does, leave what doesn't for another. Oh my gosh. Accidentally overburned your incense there. Cancers, I thought that the incense would have naturally went out on its own, but it kept burning and it burned onto the other the other incense. So I'm already getting an idea that some of you Cancers might want to, go back, double check your work, make sure that everything is the way that it's supposed to, because you might have thought one thing, but it might end up being a lot more catastrophic if you don't handle it. But yeah, so this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for another Cancer. I'm going to take just the time to set the intention for you Cancers. If you would like to take this time to invite your guides, your higher self, your angels, ancestors, or Orishas, anyone that is working on your behalf spiritually into this reading, by all means, take this time now. I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths. Father God, whatever messages that you have for Cancer, may it be for their greatest and highest good. May I decrease so you may properly increase and channel these messages for Cancer. May they be open and receptive to whatever comes out, God. May I decrease so I can channel these messages for them properly. Okay. Underlying energy is you are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. What thought pattern do you need to shift? Oh, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so before we continue with this reading, let's address the elephant in the room. Where have I been? Life happened. I'm so sorry for the hiatus. Got evicted, got my apartment back. It was a long story. Trying to get stable took a lot more time than I anticipated, but I'm good. Nonetheless. But Cancer, maybe there's an Aries watching. Cancer, this is gonna have 3 parts to the reading. So you're gonna have your, like in traditional TK form, you're gonna have your overarching tarot. This is to replace the Soul Truth deck because I have the Unshakable Inner Peace Tarot deck, and it kind of serves the same purpose this week. And I feel like after what I've experienced, maybe some of y'all might need to find some Unshakable Inner Peace as well. Then we're going to do the tarot, and we're going to end with love. So, yes. Okay. Jumping back in. What thought patterns do you need to shift there, Cancer? Behind that, you have rest, renew, recharge. What does your body crave and need right now? So, some of you might be putting your energy in things that are not serving you, right? Your higher self is calling you to focus on what matters to you. The everyday, the mundane, the Other things like those might be distractions. Don't be busy for busy sake. You know what I mean? Put your time and your energy into what you want, what matters to you, what makes you happy, what makes you tick, or not tick, but like what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. But what popped out is soul alignment. It's time for a radical change. How can you show up for yourself in ways you never have before? Now that's interesting. This has been like the secondary underlying question for a lot of the readings that I've done now that I'm back. But the fact that it jumped out for you, like this is a jumper there, Cancer, does let me know that some of you need to, again, going along with this, need to focus more on what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Oh, wow. Some of you might be burning on both ends of the incense or the candlestick. Some of you might have really been overexerting yourself, trying to please everyone, not really doing what matters most to you. But Cancer, it's about time that you focus on you. No. We're going to pull a oracle message from the Believe in Your Own Magic oracle deck. Messages for Cancer for the week of July 10th through the 16th. Okay. We'll take that. Any other messages for Cancer this week? I didn't think so. Okay. So, what flipped out while cutting the deck, mind you, I wasn't even fully trying to shuffle, is feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Again, going along with the radical change, right? So this is just confirming the same thing. Cancer, I feel like some of you have really been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you haven't really been taking the time to celebrate your wins, burning at both ends of the candle, or in this case, Cancer. But it's time that you enjoy yourself, you celebrate yourself, because you made it so far. Look at, I don't know what you've overcome. You know what I mean? Like, you could look at me and be like, Top Cat, what the hell do you know about my life? And to answer you quite honestly, I don't know diddly. But your higher selves wants you to celebrate the fact that you have accomplished so many of your goals, or even if you've gotten yourself out of a negative situation, celebrate that. There's so many things to celebrate right now, and it's about having a grateful heart. But how's that for happily ever after? Some of you are rising out of the phoenix right now, are rising out of the ashes like a phoenix right now. Behind that you have, don't be afraid to sing. So sing your praises, celebrate yourself, be vocal when it comes to all of the things that you have accomplished. There, Cancer, you are so strong. You are such a powerful force. You just need a little bit of reassurance. And you know what? That's okay. That makes you human. Also, happy birthday. It is Cancer season. So, like, if right now it's because it is your season, you want to be a little bit selfish, God damn it, bask in the sun. Be selfish. Enjoy yourself. Celebrate yourself. It's time for a radical change, and that radical change starts within. So you have to celebrate yourself. I mean, you don't have to. You are a fully able, free-willed individual. But if you knew what I knew, you would celebrate. My jaw started to lock up as I started talking. Some of you really should work on your communication, your throat chakra. You know what I mean? All right. So the center energy for this week is the Hermit. This is a time for you to retreat from the world, retreat from the hustle and bustle, and really take the time to evaluate who you are. What are your needs? What are the spiritual downloads that you are supposed to get? You know what I mean? There is a white candle. White candles are good for any kind of magic, manifesting any kind of purpose. It's a pure white light. Some of you need to connect to your higher self, and the best way to do it is to voluntarily disconnect from the world, isolate just for a little bit. This is for more like spiritual self-discovery purposes. What's crowning Cancer? So crowning you, Cancer, is the Ace of Wands. What's working in your favor is this new fire energy. It's this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is passion, creativity, fire, a little bit of sexuality for some of you. Because, you know, some people can mistake the wand as a solo wand, as a piece of anatomy, if you get what I'm saying. Some of you might want to do a little bit of sex magic. Really in exploring who you are sexually, creatively, passionately, enjoying your time while you're here in this hermit mode. Enjoy the time that you have. Again, celebrate yourself to ignite this passion within you. There, Cancer. I'm going to try to prop this up just a little bit. Let's see if it'll stay. Nope, you know what? Hold on. We're going to use the warm. So, bam. And then we're also going to try to prop up the feast card that way as well. Bam. That way you can still see the active energy. Yeah, there you go. And don't be afraid to try new things out, Cancer. Like, some of you might not realize, like, just by trying new things, like, look, the underlying energy for the Ace of Wands is the Fool. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to feel foolish, act foolish, trying the start of new things. Again, you have the white rose. Is this a white rose? Or no, this one, it is a pink rose. In the Kawaii Tarot, it's a white rose. But rose is to represent love, romantic love, platonic love, professional love, familiar love, family love, just love, you know what I mean? And the fact that it's a soft pink that's almost mistaken to be white, what I'm picking up is you know, that pure, unconditional love for self, for man. All of these things, this new beginning, is working out in your favor. Sometimes, for some of you, celebrating yourself Acknowledging your wins might be a brand new radical change. Because some of you never give yourself credit. What's working against Cancer? Two things jumped out. So the underlying energy is justice. The trying to figure out how the scales will tip. And then you have the... Hold up. Yeah, no, okay, I was right. Sorry. If it was reversed, I would have accepted reversals, but it's not. So what's working against you, and this is quite interesting. What's undermining you are all three major arcanas. The Death and the Wheel of Fortune is what is undermining you. This transition, this radical change is going to come at a cost. There are people who who you thought were for you, Cancer. You would have thought that they were your ride or die, your ace, your partner, you know what I mean? Like the left to your right, the peanut butter to your jelly or chocolate. You know, peanut butter might not be as loyal as you think, and that might be the issue, right? So you might have put a lot of trust in a situation, and it might not go the way that you thought. Your creativity and your passions is what is working for you. But this transition, this easy transition, this difficult transition is not going, it's almost working against you in the way that it's making you question things. Question God, question reality. If you're not careful, if you don't continue to celebrate yourself, you won't see the results that you're looking for. You won't find the happiness. You won't get the Ace of Cups that's behind the Justice. You know what I mean? For some of you, what's working against you is that you feel like you were cheated out of a happy home and a happy relationship. Because the wheel does turn in both ways. So right now you just might be having to, like, if you gain something, like if you cheated to gain something, to gain notoriety, to gain success, to get a man, to get a woman, the Wheel of Fortune finally turned, and now you're dealing with the consequences. But this too shall pass. What brought this on for Cancer? You have the Two of Wands that came out. I wouldn't normally accept jumpers that fell on the floor, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. What brought this on? A lot of overthinking. For some of you, you might be wearing your thoughts on your sleeves. Your thoughts, your low vibrational thoughts might be, what is your driving force? Or, for some of you, you got out of a relationship, a tumultuous relationship, right? And now you're putting an end to all of the mind games, all of the bullshit, all the things that were that were low vibrational, you are dead in that shit. And you're starting with the way that you think, the way that you speak, the way that you... Sorry, I got a notification about Bitcoin. I don't know if any of you invest. Might be time to start investing. But you're deading the low vibrational stuff. You're coming to the end of the manipulation. Now, some of you might not walk away unscathed. Some of you are trying to hold on to whatever bits and pieces are left. But let's see what actively jumped out. Oh yes, so the Two of Wands. Wands being fire energy. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There's a lot of either major arcanas or fire energy. Some of your actions might not have been in the right place. Like, some of the things that you did might have been out of low vibrational ideas, ideologies, low, greed, at an extreme point. You know what I mean? Your actions might not have been in alignment with how you do things, Cancer. Some of you might be, again, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, trying so hard to please other people. And that's what brought this energy onto yourself. But now, because you... Actually, it should go in that direction. Have I been doing it backwards? Yes, I have. So, what brought this on in the past was trying to do too much, too fast, too quickly. And now it's time for you to disconnect from the 3D world and connect to the higher world. So what is the future energy for Cancer? Okay, this is good. Underlying energy is the Hanged One. Now that you realize that you need to take the time to celebrate yourself, that you need to enjoy yourself and accept your wins, you do have the Four of Wands. So again, more fire energy, and you have the King of Pentacles. So what's great about that is you're elevating. You're elevating to higher heights. Because of the fact that you realize, like, oh shit, like, okay, I'm the Shit by Doechii came in, and that's the one that's like, I'm the shit, I'm the one, see my tell my ass, tell my that, I feel so silly doing that, but when no one's around, baby, let me tell you, that song is blasting. All right, celebrate yourself, and because you celebrate yourself and you recognize that you are the shit, there, Cancer. You realize, like, you realize your potential. You realize your strengths. You realize that you have more to offer than you give yourself credit to, which will then give you the battery in your back to keep going. Celebrate yourself. Go out to drinks with your friends. Go out and dance with your girls or your boys or your people. You know what I mean? Go to a show. Thor: Love and Thunder comes out right now. Go watch that. You know what I mean? Oh, well. No, yeah. That makes sense. But just enjoy yourself. The underlying perspective, the underlying energy is about finding perspective, finding peace in all of this. You have a lot of major arcana that's coming out with you, Cancer. And it deals a lot with your actions and your passions. Continue to to work on things that drives you. You know, when people ask what is your why, do the things that motivates you, that keeps going. Because you will be celebrated. You will be rewarded for that. You are going to have to recognize that the loss, the low vibrational things that might have happened, you're going to have to release it. Right? Some of you might be utilizing your pain as a driving force when you need to utilize your success, right, as your driving force, because this one is more high vibrational. Now, if you are an emotional masochist, then by all means live your life, but the idea is to live a life of light and love and happiness, which, again, Cancer, I will say until I'm blue in the face, you are deserving of all of that. All of that. So some of you have to come to terms with the heartbreak, and have to accept the fact that endings are inevitable. They are inevitable. But connect to your higher self. Your higher self will always guide you towards to your next level of ascension. You dealt with the past. You dealt with your karma. Now you're look at all of this major arcana energy. This is a major transformative week for you, Cancer. Like, straight up. Again, connect to your higher self. They will lead you to a higher plane, a better place. Bring me a higher love. That might be a higher love of self. It doesn't always have to be external love. You know what I mean? But the more that you connect with your higher self, the more that you seek spiritual guidance, the more that you follow your divine connection and your divine direction. I think I said the same word. I think I said two separate words. Is when you'll get out of this funk that some of you are in. Some of you might want to play with your pets. Go outside, play with some dogs, maybe, or a cat or whatever pet you have. But some animal therapy, healing through animals, might be necessary for some of you. Going to the park, having fun. That's where you'll get that new genius idea. So not only do you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which there's been a whole lot of fire in this motherfucker. But there's also been a couple of coins, right? Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So some of you might want to take that time to pursue new careers, new ideas, new projects. Note that as you do that, some things are gonna fall off, but the things that fall off were never meant for you anyway. They might have been there to distract you. As long as your foundation is solid, and based off of what I'm seeing here, your foundation is solid. You just gotta accept and celebrate yourself. Everything will be good. But what is being let go is the deceptive energy. That toxic energy, the toxic beliefs, the toxic thoughts, the toxic actions, the toxic people. These are the things that's got to go. And you might have to start over. You might have to be, again, page of coins. So now we're coming out of the fast, instant energy I need it now, I want it now, and now you're slowly building. You're slowly educating yourself. You're building that an even firmer foundation. All to become a better Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is the divine feminine energy. So this is more of a nurturing energy, a maternal energy. And this is all for the betterment of this is all for the greatest and your highest good. Your crown will be a lot stronger and feel a lot more worth it when you disconnect from the world and really tap into who you are. Celebrate all the things that you have done. So we're going to end with love messages for the week there. Cancer, I'm so sorry I almost called you Pisces. But yeah, Cancer, just celebrate yourself, enjoy yourself, recognize that you are deserving of good things. So let's get into your love messages for the week there, Cancer, and this is how we're going to end off. What messages do you have for Cancer this week? Oh, snap! Look at that! What fell on the floor before we get into the love message is the Four of Cups. Again, Cancer, just to reiterate, pay attention to what you do have. Work with what you do have. And recognize the fact that you are your own savior. You don't need anybody else to save you. So enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Accept. I don't even know where this came from. We're gonna put this over here off to the side. But love message. Some of y'all are gonna be like, what? Underlying energy is separation. Time apart from your partner is probably needed right now. Or it's on the horizon. For some of you, this week, again, that separation might not be like, oh, we need to break up, or we were on a break, for all of you fans out there. But the separation might be, I've been putting too much energy into my relationship. It's time for me to put that energy into me. So take this week to enjoy yourself, to tap into yourself, right? So you might need to separate from your partner for spiritual reasons, to tap into your higher self. This is all confirming the same thing. For some of you, you are dealing with an unrequited love. Some of you might realize that maybe I don't want this situationship. You know what I mean? Some of you might realize, like, I'm putting in all this energy and love into something that I'm never going to get the emotional payoff that I want. This relationship might be one-sided. This crush might be one-sided. This exclusivity situation might be one-sided. And then for some of you, and then when you realize that and you separate yourself from that energy, you might want to take a trip and enjoy yourself. The Two of Wands is about going on a trip too. You know what I mean? But what did jump out is engagement. Keep the hope alive, because your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. For some of you, that might be getting into a relationship for the very first time. For some of you, that might be moving in with your partner. There might be a higher level of commitment for yourself. It might actually be an engagement or a wedding. Taking things to a higher level. Whatever a higher level is for you, stay optimistic, because it is. All things are working for your good. Alright? But that is the message that I have for you this week there, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment. Comment I don't know why 100, like the 100 emoji. That's really dated. Comment the 100 emoji in the comment box below if you've made it thus far. If this did not resonate, leave this energy here. You can always check out your other placements. I do have all the fire signs and Pisces up right now, and the rest of water and possibly earth signs that are next. So so yeah, check out for those. If you like my jewelry, you can always DM me. Or if you would like to book a personal reading, because I do have personal reading available, bookings available. Wow, that was really hard to say. I do have availability for personal bookings, for personal readings available. So you can find me on all social media at SEYSII Reacts, which is SEYSII Reacts, which is also the name of my primary YouTube channel, where I do weekly reactions to movies. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye, Cancer.